Yeah.
Episode 4. Cue that.
Cast. Matt and Becca.
Now we here for episode 4. I said I would stop doing this. I got that from you.
What's wrong with that?
It's like, I know it gets everybody's attention, but do that too much.
Any stray? You
At
might
the
get
beginning of each
You might get a
sentence.
stray mosquito. That's a bonus.
Oh, okay. Since you brought it up, that was my first topic to address. The weather. I hate being that person. You know,
The weather.
That's a thing. It's
not
like
the weather.
It's an awkward thing. Yeah, it is partly the weather and the seasons. But it is one of my bullet points on here is you can look too comfortable right now. Knock these photos off.
I've changed my position so I can get a more
head on, no more profile views.
Look at you guys.
But now I lost my train of thought. Well, that's an awkward thing people do. Like if you're in an awkward situation, like you don't know how to bring up a conversation or start a conversation, you're just like, oh, the weather. It's nice outside, right? Or I guess cheesy pickup lines come from that. But we are starting today's episode with the cheesy weather talk. It's hot. And
something you can all agree on, like, well, sunny out there. Yep. And maybe the conversation goes somewhere.
So episode 4 starts with the awkward weather talk, that it's super hot here in Texas, but my main issue right now is the mosquitoes.
I like it.
Are relentless. Why do mosquitoes bite you in the worst spots? The worst. I'm like, just little mosquito. Just go for the quad or something. Go for the quad.
Did you know
I got
all the
nothing.
Mosquitoes that bite you are female mosquitoes?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Stupid girl mosquitoes.
I think that's true.
Where did you get that fact?
I'm almost positive that's true.
We need to start getting our facts ready before we start the podcast.
We'll
you just
Google
out here
in and drop a
little
Google search thing.
I wish Blitz was just
into the video.
Had thumbs. So
right here. Here's where it says.
No, you're making me do too much editing now on the podcast. We need a third man, and if Blitz had thumbs, he could be our third man, be like our Google person. No, the mosquitoes, the female mosquitoes apparently are relentless, and I got too many mosquito bites on my butt right now in places you don't want mosquito bites, and I think there's like my belly button has a mosquito bite. Weird things are happening right now. In our location, guys, it's freaking hot, and then we had a water situation going on here in Capel, so everybody was a little bit going crazy we couldn't drink our water, our tap water. So
if you boiled it, you could.
I tried to. Oh no! I just realized I left the giant measuring cup of water that I was trying to boil in the microwave. It's still currently in the microwave at home.
I thought you were going to say you left the stove on or something.
No, I didn't use the stove. I just used the egg maker this morning. Those eggs are good. Okay, so that's going on right now. Just way too many mosquito bites, ruining my days, and my nights just itchy. I think we're just sleeping with mosquitoes for some reason. And then I bought off from the store, and then you're on this whole kick of, I don't want to put chemicals on my skin now. You go return the off now. Give me my $7 back.
I have other plans. I'm working with the mosquito donut things to try to kill the...
We haven't used them. And, this might help us. My most recent purchase right before we started this podcast, a blowtorch. It's actually for video purposes, but also mosquito purposes, where I'm just going to be like, die, mosquitoes.
Or a bug zapper. That'd be fun.
No, my dad has all those around his house, and they're constantly zapping things. It's a little bug light show. Okay, past the mosquito talk. We are 4 episodes in on this podcast, and fun fact is I said if we get to 5 episodes and we actually still like doing this, that we'd invest in actual gear, like podcast mics and everything. Right now we're just working with our Bluetooth ones. Guys. For all you guys that thought that mic that was sitting here was just a prop, the last few weeks there were people that asked like if it was just a prop. That's a really nice working podcast microphone that we used all 3 episodes, and I couldn't get the file off of Matt's computer on one, and then we actually got it working really, really well on the last week's episode, but my fan in my computer for some reason is just like a hurricane / tornado, like sounds like it's gonna explode, and you just hear that fan running in the back.
Yeah.
And it's not too many tabs. I close all of my tabs. For some reason that the fan just doesn't want to shut off. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, so no, that microphone that was sitting right here wasn't just a prop. We had 2 sets of mics going, or we had that mic and then our
Backups.
Bluetooth mics for backup, just because we're totally professionals at this.
Yeah, that mic is actually super cool. I learned the other day. Now I can use it to spy. Because if I put the headphones in and I have it up, the background up fully, I could hear people in the other room having the conversation. So
you're just
kind of
gonna
cool.
be in here like with your headphones and like eavesdropping on people's conversations. Or
yeah, so when I hear them complaining about the workouts or
you'll have proof.
That just gives me motivation or give me new ideas to torture everybody.
So if you're ever here at Bolt and just see that mic randomly placed somewhere in the gym, make sure you know what you're conversing about. Because
no, my point was the mic was in here and I could hear you and Eric in my office.
All of our secrets. No, so yeah, if you ever see that mic works really, really well, almost too well, to where if you see it anywhere, Matt might be spying on you.
Yes.
Okay. Other thing is,
so are we getting more professional podcast stuff?
Yeah, I want to. I want a mic that sits right here in front of my face, so I look professional.
Yeah, with the mic attachment, so you can adjust them.
You see, y'all hear how squeaky this chair is? I think this is going to be another issue. So we're going to need, along with a blitz throne, less squeaky chairs. Okay, I need to address something that I feel like was very Blitzcam incorrect, and I need to clear my good name. Are you listening? Because I'm about to
Blitzcam.
I'm about to taint your fine name. On episode 2, when we were talking about little Isla, I am Auntie Rebecca now, and Isla is getting cuter and cuter by the day. I was portrayed as the ultimate baby hater, and let me tell you guys this. That's the baby hater, okay? You are. You made it sound like I think babies are the worst, and I don't think babies are the worst. I think they're little alien things that aren't as cute as people think they are. No, it's not. I think babies are just these little alien things that start off like really alien-like, and then hopefully they get cuter over time. Isla, yes, cutest baby I've ever seen. But on that news, I've been learning all the auntie things of holding Isla,
are you like English
burping
now?
her, and auntie, I don't know what it even says. And I came home from visiting her, and I go, I just changed Isla's diaper. I'm official now. And you're like, you changed your diaper? That's so gross. I'm not changing any baby's diaper. That is exactly what you said. I'm not changing any baby's diaper. I'm like, what if we have to babysit Isla? And you're like, I'm not babysitting her. I'm not changing Isla's diaper. And I'm like, wow, who's the baby hater now?
I didn't say I would not babysit. I said I would not change the diaper.
What if I have to go somewhere while we're babysitting Isla? At the house.
Where would you have to go? You would stay with the baby. I would go do stuff if there's stuff that needed to be done.
It's an emergency, and I have to go handstand walk somewhere. It's like for a distance, and I can beat you at that. So you have to stay with Isla and take care of Isla. You think you can? We need to put on a handstand race.
Yeah.
You just have longer arms.
So
stop trying to change the subject, you baby hater. Anyways, I just wanted to clear my name and say I do not hate babies. I just think some of them are not the cutest, except Isla, and that's the baby hater over there.
No, all I said was I'm an uncle. I'm fine with doing uncle duties.
Except changing diapers.
I'm not changing diapers. That's what parents, that's your job. Like my job is not to change your baby's diaper. So,
but that comes along with uncle duties.
When you choose to have a child, you get the responsibility of changing their diapers. You don't expect other people to do the things that you chose to do or the responsibilities that you chose to have.
This is turning into like responsibilities.
And if you want to change the diaper, by all means. I just don't want to, so I'm not going to. I'll hug the baby. I'll play with the baby. I'll feed the baby. I'll rock the baby.
But you won't change the diaper. Well,
you can change it.
You folks heard it. Fun Uncle Matt, minus the changing the diapers. Okay. What else happened this week? Nothing. I have an idea I wanted to run past you that probably
you want to tell them the horse.
The horse? What?
The horse movie.
The horse movie, the best movie of all time. First of all, I apologize to any Triceratop haters or lovers out there because I kind of hated on Triceratops too, and I had to apologize.
She's trying to change that, just like she hated Baby. She hated Triceratops, and now she's trying to be like, oh,
I'm not going to take that back.
I don't really hate them.
I'm not going to take that back. I did have to apologize to a member at the gym though who loved Triceratops from episode 2, dinosaurs. We talked about what our favorite dinosaur is, and I called a Triceratop a basic ass dinosaur. It kind of is, but if you love them, you do you. But I am a fan of. People left it in my comments section. I believe my platypus long-necked dinosaur is called a Plesiosaurus. I don't know if that's true or not, but there you go. Still hasn't decided on his favorite dinosaur.
No, I said a tortoise.
Okay. I have a Reels idea or a business idea. Not even, it's not a business idea that I wanted to run past you, that I really wanted to brainstorm with you last night, but I was like, I'll save it with the podcast because everything happens on the podcast now. You know how we were talking about tips? We were talking about tips the other day, and we heard, I don't know if it was a comedian or something, we were talking where how you, when it's appropriate to leave a tip and everything, and then Matt and I got in the, like, joking about what if we left a tip bar or tip jar out after every class that we coached. If your coach did really good, leave a tip. So we were joking about that. And then it got me thinking last night, I wanted to get the goal of creating all of these different content ideas for me is I love to get really connected with the community. And this podcast is really, really helping. I love it. I love all of y'all's questions and everything. And I was writing down a lot of Reels ideas. And I was like, I wonder if anyone would request, like I had this funny idea that popped in my head, and I wonder if if I pitched that to Rebecca, if she would make a Reels of it to try to get like the community involved in some Reels. So I kind of came up with the idea of Reels tip jar. Like for $5 and you have this Reels idea, I'll go make this funny Reels and tag you in it. Like So I know there's some social media platforms that do the celebrity shout outs and everything. I'm not a celebrity or anything. I just
like the cameo things.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, that would be so fun for me. That would be so fun for some other people. Even though I hope people kind of have a Reels ideas and kind of let it rip on like themselves. But if they don't want to do a video, I'll do the dang video. Just leave me like a little $5 tip or something for it. What do you think?
I mean, I think that's a cool idea.
What do you guys think?
I think the hard part about that is you almost need a tip after the fact, because part of what makes you so good at reels is your creativity and your ability to come up with something and visualize it, and know what it's going to be like. And I think that's kind of your magic, that it's hard for people to like do or come up or see those things. And that's where like, so I think it's a cool idea. I'm just saying it might be hard for people to say, hey, do a reels on this, because
Yeah,
your
it's
skill
almost like
your skill isn't just like the acting or doing it. It's how you come up with it and direct it and see it before it comes together. That's the hard part.
it's almost like it has to be. I'm kind of like thinking it's more of a Fiverr job.
Oh, yes. You know what this? No, I've got it now.
Okay.
So this is how you do it, guys. This is it. This is awesome. So.
Are you giving away my business idea?
No, you're gonna.
Good luck creating those reels. If you can beat me out of reels. Like,
so guys, here's what you do. You have your buddy in class. You're like good friends, and you like talk trash to each other all the time. And they did something, and you want to roast them. You get together, your group of friends, and you paid Becca like a couple bucks each. Get it to be like $5. I don't know how much. What the minimum would be. Like $20, and she'll make a reels roasting your friend.
This just went from I want to connect with the community more to start just roasting the community.
Roasting your friend in something that's funny that they'll enjoy.
That's too perfect. The Rebecca roast reels. Yeah, or like reels roasts.
Yeah, something with roasting.
Roast beef.
With your workout buddies or your workout crew. Just nothing mean.
Specific.
Nothing mean, but like, the fun things that you guys give each other, shit about on like in class.
So I'm not too far off of something here.
I mean, I think that's kind of a cool thing. I don't know if people would pay for that, but I think it would be funny.
But it's almost like a Fiverr job at this point. Like I get pitched an idea and I'm like, oh, okay, I can see a reels idea for that one. Even though, guys, I'm so adamant about when I do my reels, it's got to be original content. If I swipe through, scroll through reels and I see someone that had something funny, I'm like, full credit to them. I'm not gonna steal any of that. So original content, but that would be a fun way to get connected with the community. But yeah, I can see how it needs to be more of like a hired job that I can agree with, and I can see that reels come about.
Just think about some of the guys in the 5 a.m.
Some of you guys will have terrible ideas out there that I'm gonna be like, no, that's a horrible idea.
I just think about some of the 5 a.m. dudes. If they got together and were like, oh, let's get this reels done on
some
so and so,
trash talking at 5 a.m.
and them just see it in their feed and all of a sudden. Anyways,
yeah,
maybe that's a little bit too mean, but I think that would be funny.
So that was when it comes to the podcast. There's things I want to talk to you about that night before. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be such a good podcast conversation. So long story short, I don't talk to you as much. Save it all for the podcast. Cool. That actually gets me excited. I don't know what I'll do with that idea, but
do you guys like the idea?
Yeah, you guys should let us know.
Ways that you think that might be cool, or I don't know.
Yeah, you guys let me know. I'm always down to try and experiment with new things, but my page is turning into a whole comedy page at this point. Obviously, like, I'm not doing as much training right now. Not as much structured. Not any structured training right now. It's more just class workouts and everything. So I don't have quite as much workout content to give you guys.
But
we do have something cool.
Posts all the time. That's boring.
It is kind of boring. And all the comedy stuff is just way more fun to make. You can see that
everywhere.
Yeah, all the comedy stuff is just way more fun to make. So it's like flooding my page. But it's fun, and that's what we're going to roll with. So let me know what you guys think of that. And if you guys have any cool ideas you want to throw my way, if I see a vision for it, I'll definitely do it. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe you don't even have the tip to do it. You just send good ideas.
That's all I want.
Because ideas are awesome.
Fun.
They're gold. A good idea is gold.
Anything else?
No, you didn't talk about your horse movie, but
oh yeah.
You just skipped right over it.
Yeah, well, how did I skip past that?
You were excited to talk about
I don't know.
Triceratops. You went into Triceratops.
Okay, we went into Triceratops, and then how did I get to the Reels tips? Okay, best movie ever. Best movie of all time. Matt would disagree with me on it, but the week before we watched Night at the Roxbury. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Great movie. That was probably my favorite movie pick that you've had, just because it was so funny and ridiculous. But I had the movie pick this past weekend, and if you guys really want to know me, if I pick a movie, it's probably going to be some children's cartoon movie. Although this is the ultimate movie, Spirit. I'm a horse lover. I will have a horse one day, and I grew up watching Spirit over and over and over and over. And it is the most inspirational, amazing movie with the best soundtrack ever. It will give you chills. It will make you cry. I was sitting on the couch tearing up, and you're just heartless over here, not caring about the whole horsies that get pulled from their family, but then fight to come back to them. So, any Spirit lovers out there, I'm right there with you. Best movie ever. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was pretty good.
It's so inspirational, guys. Can't tame this horse that is not going to be like everyone else. It's just a hard worker that protects his family. How can you not love that? We did watch that. That's what happens when I have the movie pick. I picked the best ones. Is this chair squeaking like a ton? I need to stop moving. I have one more thing before we get to our questions for the week. And there's a lot of questions on here. I don't think we're going to get to all these, but there were so many good ones.
We could do rapid fire.
Yeah, there's going to be some rapid fire, but the problem is you don't rapid fire these answers.
That'll be fun just to make it rapid fire.
Okay, last thing I wanted to put on your God, stop doing that. Last thing I wanted to put on our notes is I think you're pretty amazing.
This is a trap.
No, I'm actually going to roast myself. And you guys actually got a glimpse of it in that I have like a Dory from Finding Nemo brain. On to the next thing. I'll just forget exactly what I'm talking about because I'm just on to the next thing. You're always listening to podcasts. Someone asked what are your favorite podcast. You're all
What is books?
Always podcasts. Rarely. I mean, sometimes you're getting into books, but it's mostly podcasts.
It depends what I'm doing.
And I tried to do that the other day just because I wanted to listen more on a specific podcast. But like I said last week with the TV shows, is I always have to be doing something. I'm never sitting still. I'm always, if I'm watching TV, I'm doing something. If I'm listening to a podcast, I'm doing something. But the problem is, I don't know how you listen to podcasts and get stuff out of them while you're doing something. My brain just wanders from task to task, and I'm like, I didn't actually hear what they're talking about.
It just depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing yard work, it's like a menial task. I can listen to something and like.
But I was just doing the dishes the other day, and I still
like anything like that I can listen to. Like that's.
But I can't. My brain is just not as big as yours.
No, you're not. Your brain isn't patient.
Fact.
Some different podcasts or books, you have to like give it time to like lay the foundation or make it.
I thought. I guess I wasn't though.
No.
On that note, do you have a favorite podcast? Someone asked about that.
I don't know. There's several podcasts I listen to. I don't think I have like a pure favorite right now. I just told you yesterday I was catching up because I listened to. Oh, she's switching chairs.
I'm switching chairs because I think this one's less squeaky.
I mean, there's so much content that there's people like I like, but I don't necessarily listen to like every episode. It depends who they have on. But I just listened to. I'd heard Dave. Oh, we can plug Dave Castro again to get leaks.
Can't use it twice.
He was he was on Jocko's podcast, and actually I really liked it. It made me. It was just a good kind of history of Dave through the SEAL teams and going into CrossFit and kind of who he is and what he stands for, and I liked it a lot. It made me like Dave. So
we can get you a shirt now that says "I Heart Dave"
no,
with Dave Castro's face on it.
no.
But other
really
than
good.
that, you listen like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I'll listen to some things on Joe Rogan. I mean, I can
Any
pull
other
up
things that look interesting.
Yeah,
there's people were just asking if you had a favorite podcast.
There's several. Andrew Huberman. There's a few finance and other podcasts I listen to.
I'm just a music person. I put on my 2000s pop. Just do a little dancey dance while I'm doing the dishes and everything. But yes, I did try to realize, and sometimes you ask me when we're watching our mindless TV shows when I'm doing something or editing while the TV shows are on, you're like, what did they say? I go, I don't know. I just watched what was happening, and then I didn't actually pick up anything that they were talking about. So welcome to my brain, folks. That's going to be the week wrap up, unless you have any more comments about my Dory brain. I do relate to Dory more and more these days. Ready for questions?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We start with our shorter questions, and then we'll get into some long questions, although they kind of jump all over the place. And we are kicking it off with Matt and Becca. What is your favorite sport to watch? Why are you quitting fantasy football this year? I keep asking you that.
Football.
Football. The foosball. I mean, we get big into fantasy football. He's trying to decide if he's even going to do it this year because he said it takes up too much of your time during football season.
No, it's just not necessarily. It's time and energy, and I don't know.
We watch a lot of foosball, and let's see. I mean, CrossFit's out of the question, right? I don't watch anything CrossFit. I don't watch anything else, really. I don't keep up with soccer. I don't keep up with baseball. I'm more just watch the football season, and then any random sports we come across. We went through our disc golf phase, and if anything random is on TV, like ESPN Sports, there's a other ESPN channel that has more random sports. What did we watch last night? Oh, I'm all about weird shows, but the fact that you're like dead serious about American Gladiators,
yes,
old show.
Yes.
You should please go into some detail about what American Gladiators are. Why? You have to.
American Gladiators is great. Like that's an example of sport, like weird sports.
Yeah.
You just are
don't
too young to understand how cool it was.
I mean, yes, that's why I need you to talk about it. But the best part about this is when I picked up what we were watching last night is it is pretty amazing how these competitors talk when they're being interviewed. It's not this whole like, great job to my competitor. I have huge respect. She deserves it all. These people are like pissed when they lose. And they're like, I'll be back for more on the next round. She's going down on the next round. And these people are pissed when they lose, and you can see it. And that's what I pulled when we were watching the show last night, is I was like, we're in a different age of athletes, not even athletes, just people not being able to speak their mind truly. And if they're getting interviewed, they feel like they have to be, there is an element of respect, but it's just, you want to be respectful, but you can unleash your true feelings of, yeah, I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. I was like, have we reached a different age where even these interviews on this show, they're cracking me up, but they look honest. People were dead serious on American Gladiators, even though they're hooked to a bungee cord and like look like bunnies hopping to get balloons and everything. And their parents are in the crowd like weeping, and my kid's the next American Gladiator. And the hair is wild. Okay, cool. So that's the show that Matt is into right now that we'll watch. And he says it's CrossFit before CrossFit. You gotta love this.
It was just a niche, fun thing back in the day. So it's fun to watch. Like, hey, how could you recreate that in a way or do something? I mean, that's basically what they got. The whole Rock. What was the Rock's thing?
Titan Games.
Titan Games is basically
think about that.
A remake of that in a way, or a combination of that and other physical fitness games.
Yeah. American Gladiators. If you guys know what that is. If you don't know what it is, what are we watching it on? YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah, the episodes are on YouTube. So
even if you just for like one, it's funny. Some of it's funny to watch.
What
just
would be?
It is so old.
I hope this answers your question on what our favorite sport is. What would be my American Gladiator name? It's like one word, punchy things. Like there's ice. Blitz, chill, man. There's like ice and that's the only one I remember. Lace, and Lace is like the sexy girl. And so, yours would be Blitz. Hey, chill, man. Blitz cam. Yours would be.
We need to move on. This has been way too much time. We just dubbed
Boulder.
Okay. Next question. Or talk more about sports. We watch football.
No, we got to move on. Favorite podcast. We already went over that. I need your help with this one. Thoughts on collagen since neither of us take it, since we didn't mention. And actually, was taking it for a short period of time, just like the little collagen powders that you unflavored things. And I think you have some too. I don't know if you're still taking that.
I haven't been taking it.
I don't know. I
think there's a lot of benefits to collagen. I don't know how much I would be down with trying to supplement with it again, just because some of my joints are issues, like my knees and stuff. But I do feel also that we eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of protein, and a lot of the protein you're getting, I don't know exactly how much, but you are getting, when you eat steak or eat certain things, you're getting some benefits of the collagen, not as much as just like a pure supplement or eating the different parts of that you might not eat all the time when you're eating just like white chicken. But
I haven't heard as much about it. Like, I feel like a while ago it was more of people were raving about it and trying to sell it more and everything. And I really don't know a whole lot about it. I know when that rave started kind of building up, my dad's more knowledgeable in this stuff, and he's a medical professional. So I don't know. He said something about it's the way your body. I don't know if drinking it or drinking those powders, if your body takes it as well. I don't know. How
bioavailable it is.
I don't know.
That's the thing with a lot of supplements.
I stopped taking it, but it doesn't hurt to take it. Go for it.
Yeah.
There's that. That's our thoughts on it. I don't really have much of a stance on it. I did take it for a while and just stopped. When is Tier going to let us get the shoes that you design? Here's the plan, team. Here's the plan. Is you guys just start emailing them on the daily about having a custom Becca painted shoes line. You guys can go to my website and request custom shoes. That is still on my website. I mentioned that in episode 1. But Tier and I do not have a partnership as far as custom shoes. I'm just a Tier athlete. So I get their shoes and then I have freedom to paint them. That was actually a deal breaker when I first jumped on the Tier. If I couldn't mix match or paint my shoes to be mix match at the time because they only had one color, as I said, that's probably going to be a no-go. So they gave me all creative rights to paint the shoes. But you guys can go check out the website and maybe I'll do some custom shoes for you guys. I still got to do yours. I got to come up with a good design. Oh, how about like a little forest design or something, like a bear in it? Okay.
Dory.
What is your favorite day of the year that is not your birthday, anniversary, or a holiday? I don't understand this question. First of all, we're not big. We're not
First
big
of all,
birthday
would not be even
No,
close to
it
my
would.
favorite day of the
None
year.
of these would be even my favorite day. We're not big birthday people. I know there are some big birthday people. I mean, I like to make a big deal out of your birthday and make sure I have cake and presents for you, but I could care less about my birthday. And you're the same way. I know you're the same way. So half of that question is irrelevant, but I don't understand the other half of it. What is the favorite day? Is there a date?
That's not a holiday.
Monday.
Oh, day of the week. He doesn't mean day of the week.
But what other day?
Or she.
This is such a trick question because if you pick a specific date, it's probably like your kid's birthday or
I was going to say Blitz's birthday.
Yeah, it can't be a birthday now, so this is a trick question.
Blitz's
so I'm
birthday
just
is too
Monday.
close to like
I like kicking off the
tax
week.
day, which I can't.
So you don't like Blitz's birthday?
No, I do like it.
Whoa!
But it can't be that great.
Blitz's birthday is too close to tax day, so suck it, Blitz. You can't have a birthday.
Whatever. He gets so much stuff on his birthday.
He does.
I would just then pick like a time of year that I like a lot. So that would be the fall.
It says favorite day. First day of fall.
October 1st.
Okay. That's close to your birthday. I'm just going to say Monday. And kick off the week. Sometimes Sunday if I don't want to see anyone. Great question. I am stumped. What is your opinion on toe socks? I have two directions this answer is going to take. Just because I can prepare for these questions and you can't.
Weird.
Weird? Okay. I think might have been my first muscle up video. I'm wearing these big crazy knee socks. I used to rock the knee socks when I was really little, and when CrossFitters wore more knee socks, and that was like the fit. And I think that was my pair of toe knee socks. And I thought they were the weirdest things ever because they feel weird between your toes. First of all, here's one opinion on them. They take forever to get on. It's not like putting on a glove and you're like, my fingers know where to go. Your toes are just like, I can't. You have to like put it on one toe at a time. Medically, though, I think it's becoming a thing.
Medically?
Yes, to fix bunions. And I need to get into this.
Just to like space out your toes.
Yeah, it's like
that's more like your being in your shoe than it is like.
Did anybody have those toe shoes out
there? That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna bring up the Vibrams toe shoes that used to be that was early on CrossFit days. It was like, oh, I'm so
barefoot, doing everything barefoot.
I'm so minimalist. Look at me.
Yeah. That's what this question made me think of. And CrossFitters are definitely all over that because it looked legit barefoot. The first ever official barefoot shoe. And that was a thing. But I think toe socks might be something I need to get into. Guys, unfortunately, you're not going to see my feet because I don't like people's feet. I don't like feet. Weird. I don't like toes. But my toes need to be spaced. They're like, I don't know why. I didn't even wear tennis shoes as a kid because I was a gymnast. I don't know, but they're like, so I need to work on spacing them, so I might have to invest in toe socks. So I don't
think toe socks is going to help you space them. Being barefoot more often or using.
But it's a way
like
I can
spacers.
Be barefoot without having to look at my feet. Or your feet. So you guys should get toe socks.
Put them on underneath your shoes or something.
Like have toes. What?
I thought you were going to just still wear shoes with them. But you're just saying.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help. These are good shoes. These are wide toe box shoes. So I'm with, in my opinion, on toe socks right now, from a fashion standpoint, iffy. From a medical standpoint.
Stop saying medical.
I don't know what other physical standpoint. Yes. Because I have bunions. Or I'm going to have bunions later if I don't take care of my feet. Some of us are not as perfect as you, okay? You don't have bunions. You have good man feet. Next question. Who did you learn such beautiful Olympic weightlifting form from? The guy sitting across from me. And he makes you do all the basics and stretch. Do your basics, get good of them, and get good at them, and stretch. You'll be a good weightlifter.
And that's partly your gymnastics background too.
I remember one of my very first days, we were in Old Bolt. I was learning, it was my first day learning how to snatch, and I put 5s and 2.5s on a trainer bar, and I couldn't get it overhead, and I got so mad at Alex. This was like 6 a.m. in the morning. We used to come to 6 a.m. or 5:30 a.m., whenever it was back then, because I went to try to snatch the bar, and it didn't go up, and I got so frustrated, and Alex looked at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, stop making fun of me. I was so embarrassed because I couldn't do. I just wasn't taught it yet. It was like one of my very first days. And of course, Alex is just over there judging me. Sibling rivalry stuff. She had been doing CrossFit before me, so it wasn't fair. That's a vivid memory, CrossFit memory I have. I can outsnatch Alex any day now. Take that, Alex. Hope you're watching this.
She's gonna come back with her mom strength and
I know.
dominate you now.
I know.
If
she could.
Tried,
if she could, that's the sad part. Is
on the lifting side, she definitely could.
my older sister's such a good athlete, and she did a little bit of powerlifting just for fun in college too, and easily back squatted 250.
She won't ever beat you on the fitness
trained.
side, but on the strength side,
she's a great athlete. Explain the artist in you. I just do it for fun. I'm not actually the artist of the family. My little sisters and my dad's the artist of the family. They did my little sister designed the storm wall, the famous storm wall in there. I just do it for fun, so I've gotten a little bit better at it. But I get it from my dad, and my little sister's a great artist. Where'd your art skills come from? We need to upload or post the coaching potato that you made. It was supposed to be some circle of coaching skills, and it looked like we called it the coaching potato. Great artwork by Coach.
I'm not a graphic designer. Okay. I write workouts and I write. That's my
couple more quick questions, and then we'll get to a little bit longer questions, even though some of them have been long already. Have you ever thought about doing Deka Fit or Hyrox in the off season? I don't know what Deka Fit is. Do you know what that is? I don't know what Hyrox is. No. That's the answer to that. No. I know Hyrox is getting pretty big and looks, I mean, it's all challenging depending on how hard you push yourself with it. But no, I haven't. Being that off season, if you make it all the way through the season, like that's our ultimate goal, is if you make it all the way through the season, there's not that big of an off season. Obviously this year we do have a little bit more time, and we're trying to hit other things, like still trying to decide on our beach trip. We're trying, guys. I just want to go to a beach. Just someone teleport me to a beach. I don't care what beach it is. A beach.
Yeah, you do.
Hector, no, you care.
You care what beach it is,
because you care. I said Florida.
You want to go to Key West Beach?
I already been there, and I was hella disappointed.
Exactly.
Okay, a sand beach that's warm. Okay. Any of those. Hector the other day in here said Hawaii is beautiful. I'm like, I know Hawaii is beautiful. Why don't we just go to Hawaii? Anyways, no, I haven't thought about doing that. Maybe for fun one day. I'm too competitive though. If I enter one of those and be like, get out of the way. I'm gonna win this shit. Have you thought about doing Hyrox?
No.
Would you like to have any input on these questions?
That question's for you. It's not for me.
You have an off season. Okay, this question's for you. 50 and healthy. That's what they're saying there. Any words of wisdom for later life starters in fitness? And I want you to kick off this one because it's been very cool watching because you're a hardcore athlete when you were younger through football days and everything, and how your fitness kind of progresses over time. Go. You're on the clock.
So it's the exact, just how to get started?
It just, in words of wisdom, encouraging words for someone who starts fitness, not, I guess maybe they didn't play sports or anything when they were younger. Or maybe they're getting back into it. I don't know, something like that. Don't think too hard about it.
We can edit this. Let's pause.
No, I actually haven't been doing a whole lot of editing, so all this is real time, real talk. Stop drinking your water and answer that question.
That's how I take a moment to think.
Some of us don't think.
Not knowing exactly where he's at as far as like well, it might be a lady, sorry. Where they are at as far as like how much if they're overweight or if they're just immobile, like knowing exactly kind of what their main limitations are. I would say the first thing is just get consistent and start and choose something that is like the easiest thing to start. Meaning if it's 5 minutes a day of walking around the block, like whatever you commit to doing, and make that a habit of just doing it every day. It's so habitual for me now that it doesn't matter. I'm going to do something. I'm going to exercise in some way because it's just like such a normal part of my life and everything that I do. And even when I don't feel like it, or it's not, even if I'm not feeling maybe 100%, I'm still going to find something to do. So that would be my biggest encouraging thing is find something to start, and then start super small and then just gradually build on it. Most people fail when they're trying to get into a new fitness routine because they get excited, they have all that motivation, and they do too much too fast, and they're like, I can't sustain this, or this is super hard, or I'm sore, or it's so much time, and it's such a shock to not just maybe your body, but a shock to your schedule or the way other things in your life flow, and it makes it hard to keep that motivation going. And the other thing I would say is find yourself a community and group of people, whether it's one other person, something that can hold you accountable to doing that. So those two things is what I would say. Start small so you can be consistent, and then find an accountability partner or a gym or something that's going to encourage you to be consistent.
Totally. I think the hardest thing, and I'm just kind of taking it from our perspective of coaching classes, and we have members that range all the way from teenagers up to 50 plus years old. And I think the hardest part, if you're getting started a little bit later in life, is you look back, you either look at people beside you that might be a little bit younger, or you look back at your own probably younger days of, I could run miles on miles without hurting when I was younger, and I could lift all these weights when I was younger, and you kind of get caught up in almost, I don't want to say a pity party, but kind of struggling to get past that. I used to be able to do this.
We all want to be accepted. So when you step into like a gym and man, I used to be able to run a 6-minute mile, and now I haven't done fitness in 10 years and I'm a little bit overweight. It can be embarrassing to be like, I've gotten to this point and I'm around these other fit people and I want them to like me and accept me. And so you kind of want to, you can go do too much too soon, or it's just uncomfortable to kind of break down that wall and realize, hey, none of that matters. You just got to move forward day by day.
Yeah, but even if it's not even just coming back to fitness, just starting fitness, just in general at a little bit later in life, and you just got to accept where you're at the moment, and you can, with a hard work and just persistence on that fitness journey, you'll get to where you need to be.
For sure.
And I mean, one thing I bet you can say, and you've talked about it with me, is the type of fitness you do. Like, you don't do a whole lot of Olympic lifting anymore. You do Olympic lift occasionally, but it's not like multiple times a week getting to big, heavy numbers. It's more taking care of your body, taking care of your joints, but still staying
tempo
fit
work and yeah. I mean, for
so
sure.
it
Like
changes.
for sure. I can totally relate with that because like when I lift on certain days, I'm like, it's embarrassing to me because it's not where it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes I'm limited. Like I have previous knee injuries and those cause me issues now that it's frustrating to even do sometimes. So sometimes I just do it less often, but make sure I'm feeling good when I actually do snatch so I can have fun with it and enjoy it versus I just can't do it every day of the week or it just my body hurts and it's not fun.
You gotta do what is good for your body for where it's at. But I would hope if you choose to jump into group fitness or a community that you find yourself some coaches that'll work with you for where you're at. Because like I said, our classes range from teenagers up to adults that are 50 plus, and the workouts are different. And you have to be ready to adjust and be able to pick out, hey, is that athlete doing too much for where I think they're at? And is this athlete pushing them and blah, blah, blah. So I hope that's another thing that if you choose to do group fitness, you do find good coaches and a good community where you don't feel like you're pushed into a zone or a realm that your body shouldn't be in at this stage. But just assess where you're at, get comfortable with where you're at, and get excited about where you could go with consistency. It's just like that's the similarity of take age out of the factor. As long as we're smart and consistent with our training, you're going to get somewhere. So you're going to get very far with it.
One other thing I'll add to that will help with the consistency and the accountability is write down what you're doing and create like a single benchmark, whether it be how far you can run in 5 minutes or walk in 5 minutes, and then stay consistent with your training, with what you're doing, and retest it in a month or retest it once a month, or or if you're walking 5 minutes 3 times a week, you'll be able to start seeing or running your progress. And that's really a big it's just a carrot to see like this is taking me where I need to be. I'm seeing progress. It'll help you stay motivated.
Yeah.
So picking something like that is very helpful too.
Good question. I like it. Good luck. Work hard. You got this. What is the most annoying thing an athlete can do in the gym? I got two things. One, you shouldn't worry about, and then the other you shouldn't worry about. You want to think for a second? I already got my answers.
Go ahead.
Walking in front of someone's barbell when they're lifting. Like, if I'm going for a heavy lift and your legs are like this close to my face, I'm going to get a little bit pissed off. One, because it's dangerous for you, it's dangerous for me, and I'm trying to F shit up with this barbell, and your legs are just like right in front of my face. I can't lift in front of the plates. My eyes just can't focus. So that's my main pet peeve is do not walk in front of people. Please pay attention in class. You don't want to get a barbell.
It's called situational awareness.
That. And then the
Be
other
aware
one,
of you and your surroundings.
The other one that's obviously everyone's pet peeve, but you shouldn't worry about this, is cheating. They're only cheating themselves, so I don't really care about that. It's just annoying. Do you have any pet peeves? Like, I'll strangle the next, like, when I'm coaching and I see someone walk in front of a bar, I'm just like, God!
Oh! Can we make a
My eyes are watering.
Can we make a GIF of that?
Is it a GIF or a GIF?
A GIF. I want to make a
GIF
of that, please. Please make a GIF
That's
of that.
how annoying it is. Are you naturally funny? No, I'm just weird. Like, only the people that are closest to me think I'm funny. Everyone else just thinks I'm really, really weird and awkward. It's true. What is your favorite aquatic mammal? Why does it got to be a mammal? I like the aquatics in the ocean. I just like squids, okay? I'm about to stand up because this one's squeaking.
You're moving so much.
I can't sit still.
Killer whale.
Oh, that's are all whales mammals? Okay. My giant squid can kill your killer whale.
That's why they have a blowhole. Your squid can't kill the killer whale.
It's a kraken. And there's pictures. There's ancient
sperm whales.
Old times. There's pictures of a squid doing this.
And sperm whales eat squids all the time. They dive deep and they eat. That's what.
What wins? Giant squid or killer whale? Killer whales are kind of legit though. Those are so smart.
Yeah. And they hunt in packs.
Been seeing all this SeaWorld crap coming out. Makes me sad. Just get a squid and kill the people that are so cruel to those whales.
So you don't have a favorite mammal? Aquatic mammal?
What other aquatic mammals are there? Dolphins and seals.
Otters. I don't know if you...
That's what I thought of, an otter. Yeah,
maybe not.
But I was like, I don't know if it's in that category.
A walrus.
Those are cool.
Any type of whale.
Ugliest coolest animal on planet Earth. Any documentary that comes out that there's mermaids that exist, which I don't believe. I believe in aliens, but not mermaids. Mermaids are ugly and evil. They're not these beautiful like sirens or anything. What was I gonna say? Otters? I lost my train of thought now because you said mermaids. Oh, ugliest, coolest animal
platypus
on planet Earth. Might be a platypus, but ugliest, elephant seal. You know what that looks like? Yeah. That's an unfortunate
Especially when they bite each other and they get like...
That's an unfortunate creature, but very cool. If you ask an animal question on this podcast,
you know what's really
we're
cool?
Best friends.
Another one, leopard seals. Those are super cool.
Those are cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got like a couple more questions, and then we're wrapping it up. Handstand walk drills to gain confidence. Guys, I will put my handstand program that is up on my website up against any other handstand program out there. It will get you handstand walks really, really fast. Dead on confident about that. My handstand walk program will get you your handstand walks and get you walking with confidence really, really fast. But you got to do the basics. That's what you got to do. Okay? Favorite hero workout? We don't do that. I don't feel like I've actually done like a ton of hero workouts. We just repeat.
No, we don't. And on Veterans Day, we do
the hero wad bracket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we do that this week?
Yeah.
Which one did we do? Can't remember. I've said this before. It's one of our own custom Bolt hero workouts. It's actually the 4th of July one, which we're deciding.
Your favorite.
I like it because it's close to Bolt and it's deadly. It's got thrusters and burpees all in it. So if you want to do a nasty one, Davis. 3 rounds. 19. Did I say this last time?
Yeah, you said this before.
Well, then why do people keep asking me this?
Well, not your
I have a Dory brain. You guys can't ask me these same questions. It's your job to keep track of the questions.
You said that. I think they asked the hardest workout previously.
Oh, yeah, it's that one. 3 rounds. 19.
Oh, we did Glenn this year. That was fun.
Glenn, 4-time. Oh, yeah, I remember it. 30 clean and jerks at 135.95. Run a mile. 10 rope climbs, run a mile, and 100 burpees. Yeah, that one was super fun. That's a really good one. Glenn, we'll leave that one out there. You guys backtrack on some episodes since we already talked about Davis. But yeah, that one's a good little chipper. Finishing on 100 burpees is always fun for everyone. Everybody was just flopping on the ground at the end of that. Blitz is for you. Get the Blitz cam ready. Blitz, because we get the Blitz cam ready because he's about to get excited about this question because it's got his favorite mammal in it. Blitz, who is Earl the Squirrel? Who is Earl the Squirrel?
What's she talking about?
What? Oh, he knows who Earl the Squirrel is. Earl the Squirrel, we kind of say all of the... Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to get you hyped. all the squirrels are kind of named Earl just because he knows the word squirrel and gets hyped like this.
Blitz.
But
Squirrel.
For me, Earl the Squirrel is the one that lives here. There's a squirrel that lives in one of our trees. He's all confused. He's looking for one. Earl the Squirrel lives in one of the gym trees and would always run across where we do all of our running. And Blitz has gotten pretty close to him a couple of times. But here's the deal. I personally have mixed feelings with all these squirrels because I think Blitz is going to get them. I know Blitz is going to get one day. He hasn't caught one yet.
He's gotten baby rabbits.
Yeah, he's gotten, and he's actually not terrible with them. He's just curious. He just kind of paws at them and everything. But I know he's got some frustrations with Earl the Squirrel that runs across the running path all the time.
And in the backyard,
he knows he lives there.
Yeah.
And they hiss at him.
Yeah,
That's why
hiss. They
make their.
And they tried to pee on him. I saw him try to pee on him, and then they destroyed our freaking outdoor patio.
Yeah.
Pillows.
So we do have some beef.
I want to just kill them.
Yeah, we do have some beef with the squirrels, and the fact that they ate all of our outdoor furniture. So Blitz is after Earl the Squirrel, which is kind of generalized, just squirrels everywhere, but there is a squirrel that lives around here that he's always looking for. What degree does Matt have? Oh, shout out to this person who asked all of these questions through email. So many good ones. I only have a few on here. We'll answer a few next week. Superstar podcast guest, fan, person. You're awesome. Thank you for these questions. If you want to ask us more questions, get that fusenews@gmail.com. What's your degree?
Environmental engineering.
So when I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast that we were having water issues in the city, you should have gone and helped.
That's what I used to do.
Are you glad you don't do that?
I'm glad.
Good. I think the world is glad that you chose to follow your coaching dream and open bolt. I'm very glad. I'm very glad. And last question, a good one. What is the origin of the thunderclap? Get the Blitz cam ready. Let's get... Oh, let me start it over.
I don't know if he'll do it. Maybe I need to do it.
Okay, you go for it.
He's not going to know what to do because this isn't normal. All right, let's get a thunderclap on three. Thunderclap on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Woo! Yeah! Blitz loves the thunderclap. Okay, the thunderclap has a really awesome story that we can totally wrap up this podcast with because we've been talking a long time. Again, we used to do, and I'm not sure exactly how long ago this was, we used to do themes of the week at Bolt. And there might be times we bring them back or talk about them at the board. But what it is it's like our Move Mindset Mondays. They're weekly mindset training things that we try to repeat at the board just to get us also training our brains during your training. And we had themes that were so cool and creative, like you could have been a tree and inspiration tornado. It's not like these normal just quote of the day. It's these things where it actually try hard. High fives are free.
No, try hard wasn't one. I was like, you were saying the normal motivational things. Like,
well, yeah, I'm not
you
about.
Can do it.
I'm not about.
It wasn't that kind of stuff.
Google a daily quote and then write
Attack
it on
like
a board.
Tortoise.
Attack like a tortoise. And then one of them was thunderclap. I don't know exactly where you pulled that one from. I don't know if it had something to do with team building or something along the lines of repeating like the same thing before every.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was just something that, it's like a unifying, like a rally, like a war cry before you go to war,
Yeah.
Something that just like bonds your community and everything that you do with Thunderclap. We joke that it gives you special powers. It makes the barbell light. It's the ultimate pre-workout. Get that big loud thunderclap and you're hyped and ready to go. So that was the idea.
So it was a theme of the week and it just kind of stuck around after that because it was fun before every single workout. And we still do it before every single workout. We say, let's get a thunderclap on 3.
And it's just kind of like, okay, we're starting.
Yeah.
When people are like sneaking off to the bathroom or whatever, You hear that thunderclap, you better be ready to rock.
So yeah, that's actually good gym advice. You guys are welcome to use the thunderclap anywheres out there, but you always have those members where you say 10 seconds and they never heard you say 10 seconds and they hear the clock beep and they're like, I didn't know I was going. That thunderclap settles down the class and it's like, hey, guys, focus up. We're about to get going. So that's the story of the thunderclap. It's stuck around ever since then and we love it. We actually just got our shirts that say thunderclap on it. When you come to Bolt, it's kind of a cool experience and something you kind of take from your Bolt experience when you're here.
Unique, I think.
Yeah, we love it. Hope you guys get to experience the power of the thunderclap one day. That's a wrap on episode 4. We did it. One more episode before we can earn our official podcast here. Yeah, you guys like, subscribe. Thank you for listening out there. Email us any questions. Follow me on IG. Follow him on IG, and you guys can always ask questions on there too. Follow Blitz on IG, and let's get a thunderclap on 3. Thunderclap on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo!